Muslims, a whole set of an army. He's got a whole army of followers. And they've all made their minds up that they want to take as many of us with them to Jahannam. They're going there anyway. They don't care. If you want to understand this, I'll tell you how to understand. You know, you've got certain criminals on this earth. Certain criminals. They get caught, right? They get caught once, they get caught twice. Okay, they go through some charges, then they get released. Then there comes a point, some of these criminals on this earth, they get so much into their world. I'm talking like some of the mafia, bosses and so on, right? Some top level mafia sort of criminals there. They don't care. They don't care about murder. They don't care about robbing. They don't care about, the bribery and so on and everything comes with. They don't care about the top level of crime they do on this earth, because they know one day if they get caught, they're going to prison forever, as until the end of their lives. Are you guys with me? Yes? Yes, guys, you're going to have to talk to me a little bit, yeah? Otherwise, I'm going to cut it short. So they don't care. See, these criminals, they might be, they'll be operating in the background and then have their way to try and influence. I'm going to ask if you just put the echoing down here, where we've got control of the speakers. So they don't care what will happen in the future. Their only thing is they want to do as much criminal damage they can before they get caught. But they know one day is coming. The only other thing is that they will die without getting caught. That's very rare. They might probably even get killed by a rivalry gang before they get to that end of their, the end of their plans. That might happen. Is that okay, guys? You can still hear me, yes? That's better. But I'm not here to do some fancy qira'ah. So, but their minds have already told them that, you know what? My purpose is I'm gonna get as much money as I can, much power as I can, much wealth as I can, and that's their mindset. And even if they go to prison, or if they think about going to the most toughest prison, imagine the Italian authorities are going to send this Italian mafia member to the toughest prison. What he's already decided is that I don't care. So even if he was to get caught and be put under pressure, like they say sometimes they get under torture, they don't care. So go on, give me as much as you want. Of course it's gonna hurt them really bad one day, but at the moment they don't care. Iblis, what he did is that with his comrades, he's made them this level of criminals out there. They've made their minds up. Okay, hellfire. Okay, burn. Okay, whatever. We don't care. We don't care what Allah does to us in this world. We don't care what Allah's going to do to us in the next world. We don't care at all. Our thing is, we are criminals. We enjoy this criminal world, and we want to take as many humans as we can with us to hellfire. So my brothers, my sisters who are listening, you've got to keep this in mind. That every day when I wake up, every day when you wake up, you have a plan for the day, and Shaitan has a plan for the same day. It starts early in the morning, where before you've even woken up, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Shaitan has sat at my head, by my head and by your head throughout the night. Shaitan even sat where my nostrils are. That's why one of the reasons why we clean our noses for wudu. Shaitan sat and tied 3 knots. And he basically, as soon as I wake up, he says, it's early now, you want to lie down a little bit more, early, and lie down a little bit more. There's still time, there's still time. The hadith says, Nam alayka laylun tawil. Sleep, you got a longer, night left. You still got time left the night's long. So, Shaitan starts up early in the morning. Now, throughout my day, throughout my week, throughout my month, throughout my year, every single other year and so on, Shaitan is planning, and his plan is not to take me away from Allah's way in one day. Shaitan never does that. Shaitan will plan to take me away in a very, very long sort of period, over a long period of time, but very slowly, to take small things away from you. So my Ustad, Mawlana Fadl Rahim, Rahimullah, may Allah bless his soul, say Ameen. He said what Shaitan will do is, he will take away your smaller things that you do. He'll never take the big a'mal, the big actions you do, he'll never target that first. His thing is, look, this man is doing some nafil, this man is doing some, or this woman is doing some extra, readings and so on. How can I take that away? He's not looking at your fard salah. He's not looking at you missing salah. No way. No. They've done stats. The shayateen have done their stats. That's not going to work. If he comes all of a sudden to me and says, hey, let me miss Dhuhr salah today, let me miss Asr salah today. We can say, you say, where did that come from? Huh? You're going to wake up, you say, oh, ya Allah, hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. You're going to go for ruqya straight away. So, what have I done? What's this coming in my mind for, right? They know that. They're going to freak you out. So what they'll do is they'll say, oh yeah, I've got this, some small little zikr or something I do, or something nafil I do. It's all right if I don't do it today. He'll never address you in the second person, so on. He'll always address you as the first person. He'll always talk inside me and inside you as if it's you speaking. How much about Parina? You guys understand? Is this more of a mixed Gujarati, Pakistani, Bengali community? Or is it more mixed, yeah? I can move a bit more from the Gujarati and get more good there. Huh? Bengalis as well. He'll always speak from inside me as if it's me speaking. Sometimes, you have this voice inside you that you talk to yourself. You guys talk to yourself. Look, Allah's given us our own mind. Our mind, we talk to our mind sometimes. We do. Don't worry about it. I'm not sending you to a mental hospital. Sometimes we have this voice inside and we talk to ourselves, yes. But you've got to differentiate between, sometimes, because the shaitan, if he finds a space there, he'll sit there and he'll talk along with me in my mind to me. And if you're not aware of the Sharia, you won't be aware of the fact that shaitan that gave me the plan. Shaitan that made me think like that. Now I don't want all of you to freak out, oh my God, all these voices in my head, no, it's you most of the time. The only way to make sure that it's not shaitan is, you better study the religion, you better study the Quran and Sunnah. If something says to me inside me to do something which the Quran and Sunnah have told me not to do, so Allah and His Messenger have told me not to do, then it's from the shaitan, finished. From the shaitan. The Quran said, إِنَّمَا يَأْمُرُكُمْ بِالْفَحْشَاءِ وَالْمُنْكَرِ. One of the biggest ones to know those whisperings are from the shaitan is, he will command you to do things that are obscene, that are things that, shameful, obscene, something that people, would find abhorrent, would find, ugly, as in, it's not right to do those things. Those thoughts, when they come in the mind. So for example, on my smartphone, for me to, or on the TV, on a screen or something, for me to watch something haram, when I feel like, let me just see that. When that thought comes in the mind, what am I doing? You're gonna do that really? That inquiry, that inquisitiveness, that thing, let me just see what they're doing. That is from shaitan, finished. That is from the Quran, very clear, that whispering, that trick in the mind is from shaitan. So that moment when I felt like, let me see it, let me engage in it, let me watch it, let me hear it, at that moment, that's from shaitan. Because the Quran and Sunnah are very clear that shaitan will only tell you to do that. So now, shaitan has got a plan and he's going to take the small things away from you, very subtle. So something you've been doing extra, whatever it is, alright? Some people have nawafil, they do extra. Some people, they have certain afkar. Some people have wada'if, they do extra. Some people have, whatever it is, extra over your fard, over your sunnah, over the things Allah told us to definitely do. Shaitan will take that thing away from you first, and he'll take it small bit by bit. If you've noticed in the last 5-10 years of your life, or last however many years, you've stopped doing something you used to do, that was shaitan that took it away from you. And he did it very subtly, very slowly. With a woman, if he wants a woman to stop wearing hijab, he doesn't do it over one night. He has a long plan. The first step is to make her wear a non-tight hijab. You know, if you see some women when they wear the hijab, it's sitting tight on the head. And then to make it sit tight on the head, sometimes you have to wear a bandana or you have to put an extra piece of cloth on top. Are you guys with me? Yes? Either you don't have wives or you don't ever look at them when they're making. It's halal to see your wife put a hijab on. Well, it's alright, yeah? Okay, now, if they put a first piece on, a cloth, and then they put the hijab on, that hijab sits on tight on the head, right? And it doesn't move. So the first thing is for one day the shaitan comes in and says, why do you want to always put two pieces in it? Oh, I'm so tired of putting two pieces on. I just want to put one piece on. Plan is there, bro. Sister, plan is coming. So they make you wear one piece. And on the one piece, what happens is slowly it gets a little bit loose. And then the first thing is to make one hair come out. Of course, what's one hair? Nothing, right? What's one hair? Just nothing. She's wearing a hijab, so one hair pops up. But because it was loose, one hair came out. So the first time it's like somebody points out your hair, you're not sticking out of hijab. So she'll put it inside. Fine. Just one piece of hair, she didn't even know about it. But if it keeps on happening, one piece of hair, another piece of hair comes up. Then what the thought comes in the mind is, I'm tired of this, man. So what if the guy sees one piece of hair? So what if the guy sees, that's his problem, isn't it? That's his problem. My sister, that thought is a plan of the shaitan. He's playing with you. And you gotta wake up. Because he starts so subtly, so small. And that thought that came in your mind, so what? It's his problem. Do you see? What shaitan's done is like, he's made you feel, right, that if he looks at me, what did I do wrong? It's his problem. Let me put the blame on him. Well, hang on a minute. What about yourself? Well, okay, fine. He's looking at you. I agree. All of you guys right now, slap, yeah? Don't look, fine. But you, my sister, what about the plan that shaitan had for you? Shaitan's plan had for him was, he's going to make him look. That's where shaitan got him. The shaitan, where he got you is that one hair, then it's two hairs, then it's three, then it's that bit, then it's a bit more. Then what happens is that, you see that little bit of a hair here, on my head here, in front of my arm. You see that, guys? You see that, guys? You see, I got some hair on my head, man. Give me some credit. So you see that little bit of hair? You know when the hijab is worn and there's a bit of hair right at the front, yeah? Then that's compromised. Look how much you've been compromised. That bit of hair there has been compromised. And she thinks nothing of it. She's like, I'm wearing my hijab anyway. It's like, now what she's doing is she's trying to put it down. She put the hijab side down. Every time it comes slightly up, like here, she's putting it down. It's like a BMW converter car. You know what I'm trying to say? You know the converter car? You know what I'm talking about, yeah? So what happens is that piece now is going to get bigger. Look. It's going to get bigger. So now there's a bigger patch. And she's covering it. A bigger patch, bigger. Then what happens one day is, it's so loose that now it's like halfway on her head. Every step shaitan was in the way. From making it loose hijab to a one hair, to two hairs, to more, to the bit patch here, to a bit, then a half hijab. Then slowly she's got the hijab, but then what she'll do, she'll leave it on her shoulders. When someone comes, put it up. Now it's a proper BMW converter car. Yeah? Someone comes, put it up, someone doesn't, and then they just wrap it like that, okay, loose around. And what's happening in all these things are parts of your aura. Here, there, your hair, here, there, your head, here, there. Part of you in your neck and other parts are being exposed. But you're compromised and you think it's okay. So what? It's okay. Then comes the day when it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you have the hijab on properly or not. How did he get you from there to here? With brothers, it's the same thing. Brother, same thing. If shaitan wants to come for me and you, it's very subtle, my friends. So you have, for example, some wadif or something small that you're doing. He'll take a little bit, he'll make you miss it one day. He'll make you miss it another time. And if he can, his plan is, can I do a hat trick? You know what his hat trick is? Can I make him miss it 3 times in a row? So you have certain adhkar, something small that you used to do every single day, maybe miss it one day, you think, oh, it's only enough, it's only, okay, I'll catch up by the evening. Oh, you didn't catch up one day by the evening? Okay, tomorrow I won't miss it. Then next day I won't miss it, but then you miss it for 2 days in a row. Then he's done his hat trick, he's making you miss it for 3 days in a row. His plan now is, can I make him miss it for 4 times in a row, 5 times in a row? Then after a while what happens is your habit's gone. Your habit's broken now. To make your habit, they say, look guys, if you want to do the reverse here, modern day psychology says, if you want to make anything your habit, you have to do it every day for 21 days. That's it. Your plan should be, I want to get to the 21st day. 21 days in a row, once you do something like that every single day, is part of your habit. But even if you're finding it hard to get to 21, do the same thing that Shaitan does, my friend, reverse. Say, can I do this for 2 days in a row? Can I do this for 3 days in a row? Can I get to 7 days in a row? Can I get to this in 14 days in a row? And then you want to build it to 21 days, 3 weeks. You've done that, it's part of your habit. You will feel bad if you miss it. But Shaitan takes that little thing away. Now that he's taken that little thing away, you know what he does? He takes the next little thing away. Which is what? Now he wants to take your fard salah away. He's got a whole plan. Mullah Fadl bin Sahib used to talk about it. He's got a plan for taking your fard salah away. But he can't enter. It's like a castle, it's like a fortress. Your fard salah is a fortress. Outside there are walls. Outside there's the moat. He's going to get past all of that and get into the castle and then take you over. So what he's going to do? He's going to take your nafil salah away first. Make you miss the tahajjud. Make you miss this. Then the next thing, once he's done all that, next thing is to make you miss the sunnah. For him, it's that he's got to get down to the sunnah. It's not only one section, he's working at every section, but he's got to plan from one to another. So once he's got to your sunnah, what happens is one day you miss your sunnah. So you've got a regular way of praying your Dhuhr sunnah, you pray your Maghrib sunnah, your Isha sunnah, so then he wants to make you miss your sunnah. Once he makes you miss it, he knows you're going to do it the next day. He knows that, but his plan is what? To make you miss it a second time, a third time, a fourth time, and make you miss it for a few days and so on. And then slowly in the midst of all of that, if he can, he's going to make you not miss fard salah, he's going to make you delay salah. Before making you miss it, is to make you delay it. Procrastination is one of the biggest tools of shaitan. To make you delay things. To make you say that, yeah, I'll do it later. Oh, he loves that. Because he knows he's going to push you till he takes you to the edge. So what happens is, when Dhuhr Salah comes, he wants to make you delay Dhuhr Salah as much as he can. So one day you pray Dhuhr at 1:30, next day you pray at 2 o'clock, next day you pray at 2:30. Asr is probably coming at 3 o'clock or 3:15, but he's going to make you delay right up to the day you can. And the Asr, what happens? The day he made you delay Dhuhr, it's easy for him to make you delay Asr. Because you just prayed Dhuhr at 2:45. Asr coming at 3:15. He said, I'm not praying right now, I'm going to pray later. 4 o'clock, 4:30. So what's happening now? You've got a whole section of your salah being delayed. Isha's being delayed. Now Isha one, he loves. There's 2 of them that are his favorite. His favorite is Isha and Fajr. He can play with people really easily with that. Isha, if he delays you till you get tired, one day you're going to drop off to sleep. You're going to wake up with regret. You're going to go to my Isha, that's fine. But he knows if he makes you do twice, 3 times, 4 times, then he knows one day he's going to make you wake up for Fajr and you never did your Isha in the night. But how did you do that? Isha came in at 7 o'clock. But he said, yeah, let me relax, let me eat now, let me relax now, let me do this now, I'll do it in a bit. And you start yawning, you start getting tired, and then you start dozing off. And then he made you do that 1 day, 2 days, now he's got you on a circuit. Fajr, he loves it. And if you're having problems waking up for Fajr, it's because you're sleeping late. Finished. That's the end of the debate. And if you're having problems going to sleep, don't take sleeping pills, brother. You know the first thing people do, they go for the sleeping pills. What's wrong with you, man? Seriously. You know the sleeping pills and the sleeping tablets, they've got elements inside it that have effect on different parts of your brain. And then you feel drowsy throughout the day, then you can't think straight, then you feel like you just want to just sit down and slouch, and also then, then you start getting on these pills, right? You can't sleep without the pills. Look, my friend, I'm gonna tell you straight up, you got problem sleeping, I'll give you an easy way of sleeping, an easy way. I'm telling you, I've never found a faster way to go to sleep. No faster. Let's say, for example, I'm awake. Let's say I'm awake here. One night, certain nights it happens, isn't it? You're a bit awake. Like you can't go to sleep. So you're tossing, you're turning, you can't go to sleep, yeah? It's an easy way to go to sleep. Because the reason why you can't go to sleep, one of the reasons is because Shaitan's sitting there, bro. I'm saying, he's putting this thought, and he brings that thought, and he brings this thought, and that thought, and what happens is, he's making you busy with your problems, with your thoughts. If this happened, and that happened, I'm going to solve this problem, and I'm going to do that, and tomorrow I'm going to do this, and blah, 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 blah. He's basically sitting there, like making you think about all of this stuff, yeah? And you're there, you're taking it. Why are you doing that, bro? I'll tell you what to do. Easy way to go to sleep. When you're lying down, when you go to bed, you make the intention. You say, I'm going to read as much Quran as I know and carry on reading it till I actually drop off. Even if you know the last 10 surahs, just keep repeating them. And say, Shaitan, have a good night. You start reading. Now let's say, for example, you have to move your lips for that. If that gets a bit, you should find it hard to go to sleep. Easy. The dhikr of La ilaha illallah. In your mouth, don't move your lips. Just move your tongue. And just think Allah is watching me, and I'm under Allah's protection. La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah. The only one I need is Allah. Just kind of saying that. Lullaby yourself to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Lullaby yourself to sleep. And they even, ulama have written, one particular dua that makes you easily go to sleep is Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyum. If you go to bed and you carry on repeating Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyum, it will make you drop off, go to sleep. Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyum, say it. Yeah, don't say it too many times, you're going to drop off to sleep right now. Take it easy now, yeah? Ya Hayyu is the one who's ever living. Ya Qayyum is the one who keeps everything controlled and monitors and regulates the entire universe. So what you're saying is, you're telling the ever living and the one who's regulating to basically regulate your sleep. And I'm telling you, you will drop off. You will drop off, and it's easy to drop off. If you want to wake up at a certain time in the night, I'll give you this thing to do. And this is again one of our insights. If you want to wake up at a certain time in the night, let's say for example, you want to wake up at 3 o'clock in the night. You're going to wake up exactly 3 o'clock. When I say it's 3 o'clock, I mean a bang on 3 o'clock, bro. If you make it more exciting, yeah, try this, yeah. You want to wake up at 3:03 in the night. 3:03. You're going to test this thing out. I'll tell you how to wake up at 3:03 in the night. So what you do is you go to bed, you sit down, sit on your bed, close your eyes, start reading Surah Qadr. Inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr. Wama adraka ma laylatul qadr. Kind of read until you get to the end of the surah. Your eyes are closed, and then what you do is you get hatta matla'il fajr. Open your eyes. Fajr, open your eyes and think of the exact time that you want to wake up at 3:03. Okay? Now close your eyes again. So inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr. Read the whole thing hatta matla'il fajr. Open your eyes, 3:03 again. Do that 3 times. While you sit on your bed 3 times and put your head on the pillow, and then when you recite Ya Hayyu Ya Qayyum or any Quran, anything, the shaitan will make you go to sleep, bro. He doesn't want you to sit there and do dhikr and say Allah's name. He's going to say, Yaar, Bhaijan, jaldi so jao. Please, Allah ke waste. Don't get any more reward. You'll be dozed off, you'll see. And guess what will happen that night? You try this tonight. I've given this to students, and they've come back. It works for about, I'd say, I don't know why it doesn't work for everybody. Allahu Alam, maybe it's your maybe you're so sincere, to have sincere, have sincere, and have yaqeen. Allah will make you wake up at that time. You wake up, bang, gone 3:03, your eyes will open. Like almost like somebody took your sleep from inside your body and just moved it out. But it's only going to be there for 5 seconds. You've only got 5 seconds to jump out of bed. Because just as you woke up like that, you'll go to sleep within 5 seconds. You've got to now get out of bed. And you got to go and do your wudu. Try that. Try that tonight. Easy way to get up early in the morning. And the thing is, if you want to keep yourself awake, there's du'as we've got. Why you got all this? Why you go to the doctor for these sleeping pills and all these other things? Why are you messing your body up? You've got du'as to keep yourself awake. You've got du'as to put yourself to sleep. Use them. So to make yourself awake, right? Let's say for example, someone's feeling sleepy. I'll just tell you this. This is from ulama. You're not going to find this in a. If you're going to say to me, Shaykh, which hadith is it in? I'm not going to be able to show you no hadith. There's no hadith in this. And you're going to say, astaghfirullah, bid'ah, brother. There's no bid'ah in this. If you find something from the Quran that you read and it works for you, alhamdulillah, just use it. You can give it to people, but we're not saying this is part of the religion that you must do like this. No. It's something that it works for you, just use it. If it doesn't work for you, go to something else, no problem. You can say, bid'ah, brother. It's not. What I'm going to say to you, your paracetamol is bid'ah, brother. Your Panadol is bid'ah, brother. Where do you get that from, huh? Where do you get your Panadol from? Your paracetamol and all the other things that you're taking down your throat when you get ill. Yeah? Tell me what hadith is that in? So just as you are okay to find a medicine for yourself, and I'm okay to find a herb or a medicine for myself, the same way Quran is there. You do certain ayats. If something worked for you a certain time, alhamdulillah, use it. If it works for you, use it. Allah gave us the Quran al-Shifa. So, to keep yourself awake, the last 10 ayats of Surah Kahf, from أَفَحَسِبَ الَّذِينَ, you find it. It's the last ruku of Surah Kahf. You read that once and you blow on yourself. Blow in your hands and pass it over your body. You'll be awake. Trust me, you'll be awake. If you ever have you ever guys been on a road somewhere and as you're driving you're feeling sleepy? Put your hands up. Yeah, I'm not gonna grass you up, yeah. Put your hands up, yeah. Put your hands up on. It's happened, isn't it? It's very dangerous, isn't it? There's a very quick way of getting yourself awake. Very quick way. لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم. From Ayat al-Kursi. لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم. Read it 3 times. Blow on 2 fingers. Look at me. 2 fingers. Pass the 2 fingers over your eyes. It'll wake you up. لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم. If he doesn't wake you up, add some chili powder. I'm joking. Joke. Some of you might, I'm seeing some Vindaloo working driving. But there's these things, remember this anyway. Shaitan got a plan for me and you. He wants to make me sleep late and he wants me to wake up late. That's his perfect plan. Because it's going to make me miss my Fajr and it's going to make me miss my Isha. And he loves it. He loves it. So he's going to make me. What's the easiest way? What do you think the easiest way for Shaitan is to make me stay awake? What's the easiest way? Come on, guys. Social media, phone, anything else, TV on, some gadget, something. Easiest way. Shaitan's, his game, his plan has been made super easy. Super easy. And the thing is, my friend, let me ask you, how much time do you need on that phone? Honestly. And it's not even a phone, really. You can't even call it a phone. The percentage of usage of a smartphone for a phone is probably 2% to 3-4%. Literally, this phone, actually using it, Assalamu alaikum, how are you? Yeah, I'm okay, this and that, is less than 5%, definitely less than 5%, probably about 2-3%. The usage of this phone for other stuff, the apps and so on, and to engage in social media and so on, is a lot more. It's 95+%. And Shaitan's found it very, very easy to make people do a lot of things. Let me tell you the damage he's causing. Number 1 is all of this, that he's going to make you sleep late and wake up late. Number 2 is making you waste immense amount of time. Immense amount of time. You make it takes a lot for a person to withhold going into certain apps. I restricted myself to, I'll tell you how many websites. 1, 2, 3, 4. I probably got only 3 or 4 websites that I will visit throughout the month, throughout most months. Just 2 or 3. Why? One is, I think a couple of them are for news, and one of them is for my local Masjid time prayer, the prayer times. I just go to that app. So that one, that's a website, so I'll go into that and see the latest. But you know what? The news is probably the only, and 1 or 2 others, is the only place I'll go to because I need to know what's going on in the world. That's why I go to the news sites. Now, the plan that I have to have and you have to have is, Shaitan wants me to download as many apps as I can. And in every single app, Shaitan's going to plan how long can I make him stay on Instagram and on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube, on WhatsApp. He's got this tawaf going around. When you do tawaf, you've got seven times you go around. But how many times you go around? 7 times. My man's got 7 times you go around these apps on your phone. He's making you do his own tawaf. So you start with WhatsApp, then you go to TikTok. That's 2 tawafs, bro. You know what I'm saying? After TikTok, let me see what's happening on Instagram. 3. Let me see what's happening on Facebook. 4. Then it's going to go to Twitter. 5. Let's go to YouTube. 6. And maybe let's go to Snapchat or some other one or that is out there. 7. And then after you finish the 7 one, guess what? Time for a new tawaf. Makes you go back to WhatsApp again. Because they're coming, the messages are coming out. He's got a plan. How can I make this guy busy now? As many sites as you go, like I'm talking about within Instagram, within TikTok, people you start to follow. You start to follow certain people. These are, look, a lot of the things, you better be careful, my friend. You do not need to follow anyone. I'm telling you straight up. And most of these ones, please subscribe, please ring the bell, please, I feel like I'll come over here, I'll take the bell and whack it on your head. Please subscribe, please give the like, please give the thing. So you're going to start sending me those videos, right? Each one that's going to come my way and I have to watch it. No, my thing is, I don't actually open any single page of anybody. I'm on Instagram, I'm on all these things, right? I use it for my purpose of getting my message out, but I don't actually go on anyone's page. I don't. Because the moment you go on someone's page, let's say, I know a lot of people, but I don't go on any one of the pages. They recommend to me, for the one that do, it's like you think, wow, how far has Shaitan gone? So you go onto the Facebook, and straight away, we've got recommended friends for you. And these recommended friends are from my contact list, from my phone contact list. And I look at them, and I think, Acha, Badmash, you're trying to make me contact all my, and these are close people to me. They've known me for 20 years, known me for 25 years. These are like some relatives, some Maulanas I've known for a long time, some friends, some family members, and so on. I have never ever befriended anybody. Because the moment you do that, it's more time that's gone. Look, the biggest thing that you pray, my friend, is your time. It's going. You have to spend your time now. Let's say, for example, I've got 7 people, 8 people, 9 people that I've actually started to follow. Now, every time they post something, it's going to come on my feed. Every time they do something, I'm going to know about it. And now, how many feeds are you going to have? You got 50 feeds. Oh my God, Ya Allah, you're going to be on there all day, man. Some guy having pizza, you're going to find out, oh, you're having pizza, bro. Seriously, is your life gone reduced? I mean, look what Shaitan's doing to me and you. If you're not, alhamdulillah, I don't go through this, I don't do this. But has your life reduced down to every moment this guy's going to go on a holiday, he's going to have some lunch, she's going to have dinner, they're going to cook this, they got this clothing, they got a baby coming, they're going to have a baby, what do they call that baby thing? What do they call it?
Baby shower.
Baby? Shower. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Baby's not even born yet. Poor baby, miskin. Miskin, yeah. The baby hasn't even been born. La hawla wa la quwwata. You're gonna have the balloons, blue balloons, pink balloons. Gonna let it smash, everyone come together. Let's have all of this. What for? I mean, you know how difficult it is to try and get that baby to be born, for him to be, or for her to be normal, for them to be healthy and so on. You don't want to invite people before the invitation. It's like I'm getting married to someone, she hasn't even said Kabul yet, and I'm having my wedding, half a wedding party. Yeah, guys, come together, yeah. I've said Kabul, yeah. I'm just waiting for Kabul from the other side, yeah. Ho jayega na, ho jayega, yeah. What's wrong with you guys, man? So he's got you on this, so this guy's, this person posting this, I'm going to feed, he bought a new car, bought this, that. Why am I filling my head with all of the honesty? Wallahi, I'm asking you a question. Why? I don't understand the people that post this. I don't know, you got massive amount of ill nazar and evil eye coming to yourself, jealousy, you're inviting jealousy and jealousy to your doors. I don't understand why. You're entering a competition world of people, that are all showing off things, and you want to show off as well, and you better do it, because if you don't do it, then you are Mr. Nobody. And don't even enter the competition. Don't even go down that lane. And even if people have gone down that lane, you know what? I don't watch anyone's feed. I don't care. I don't even, there's a section in Instagram, as soon as you click on it, there's like 9 or 12 different videos. Some of them are moving, some of them are still. They're all asking, hey, click me, click me, click me, click me. I'm like, click you, shaitan. Seriously, waste of time, waste of time. I don't follow any, I don't know what's going on in their lives. I don't need to know what's going on in their life, because I've got my own life. My friend, the day when I seriously need something, are you going to be there for me? Let me ask you one thing, right? People have friends, and they're like, I've got this many friends, I got that many friends, yeah? Then people do fakhar, they have pride, I've got that many friends, this and that, I've got that many contacts, right? You got Jack, bro. Jack. You know how many friends you've actually got? Real friends you've got. You probably can count them on your fingers, probably 1 or 2. 1 or 2. And you're lucky if you've got 1 or 2. Real friends. And I'm going to explain to you what real friends are. Because most of the people are associates. They're not friends. They're people that are your associates. You're familiar with them. They're familiar with you. They have similar interests to you. What are their interests with you? Chicken and chips. On a Saturday night. That's their interest with you. Most of your associates have got interest. Why? Because you're into cars. They're into cars. That's why they're your friends. Soon as you're not into cars, soon as you pass that age, they don't care. You're into football, they're into football. You support the Red Devils, they support the Red Devils as well. Both of you, sorry brother, I don't want to upset you here on a Sunday afternoon. Or you support, let's say Arsenal, you support whatever, I don't know, whatever team, Man City, whatever it is, okay? They support the same city. You come together because of Man City. You come together because of Liverpool. You don't come together as friends, you're not friends. Because what's a true friend? A true and a real friend doesn't have these links. They're not there for something of you. They're there for you. They care for you. They won't judge you. You can share your deepest secrets with them. They'll listen to you. They'll give you solutions. They won't throw you out. They won't judge you. And definitely when you need help, no matter how much they are not in a position to help you, they will do everything in their body to try and help you. That is a true friend. And you'll be lucky if you've got 1 or 2 of these people in the whole of the dunya. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in his whole life, he comes towards the end of his life and he actually says, this friend of mine, I can't pay him back for what he's done for me. End of his life. Last week or so of his life, he makes this mention. He never called anyone a friend. He only called Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu a friend. Why did he call Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu a friend? Why? Because Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu literally, doesn't matter what the Prophet is going through, he was ready to die for him. He was ready to be in pool of blood for him. And he did. He took beats, he took the hits, he took the blows, he gave all his money to the Prophet for the mission of Islam. Everything he had, again and again and again, till he gave the dust from his house as well. You talk about friend, that is a friend. Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu was a man of a few words. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if he wasn't for the mission of his risala, he'd be a man of a few words. He'd be a man of a few words. But even when you hear him speak, he's very succinct in his words. Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu is a great thinker. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a great thinker. And both of them, Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu is sitting there and is grieving with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam with his grief. It's like, oh Prophet, you're grieving for these people not accepting Islam. I'm also in your grief. My grief is your grief. My sadness is your sadness. My happiness is your happiness. Right? My mind is your mind. Man, you can't get a friend like that. That's why Rasulullah said before he left the dunya, he said, only Allah can pay back Abu Bakr Siddiq for what he's done. Only Allah can pay back. I can't pay him back. But he never called anyone else a friend like he called Abu Bakr. You better wake up, my friend. All those social media friends you have, Jack! The moment you get into some trouble, they're the people that will laugh at you. They're the people that will share their videos of you. May Allah forbid all of this. Say Ameen. You know, it's such a sad world we live in. People are watching others getting knifed on the streets. Knifed. They can't think of, stop it. Look, you got a phone in your hand. What should you do? Call 999. Forget anything else. Call 999. It's an emergency. The guy's getting chased on the street. He's about to get stabbed. What do they do instead? They video it. They got the video roll. Because this is going to be my next TikTok, viral video. I'm going to get all these likes. Where's humanity? And you can hear in the video someone saying, call the police, call the police, call the police. It's taking time for a real human, to call police at that time. When there's some crime going on and they're more involved in taking that video because Instagram is going to give them so many likes and followers and whatever. They care more about that. If you tomorrow, my friend, if you're in a crisis, do you think these people are actually, all your 150 followers, 2,000 followers, 10, 20,000 followers, all of those people, do you think they're going to care for you? Or do you think they're going to share the video of you when something bad goes around viral about you? They don't even come and contact you. I'm telling you, most humans are like this. Most of those humans, I'll tell you where you can find real friends. But most of these people, at the moment some fitna comes about you, some bad news about you, they don't even contact you. They don't ask you to please tell me, is this true about you? They don't give you a second say, they just spread it. They'll spread it on WhatsApp. Even the people that you've had groups with, they'll spread this, spread that without even verifying anything. And you call these people friends? No way. You call them friends? No way. They're not friends. If you want to find a true friend, you better find a real friend in real time. That in the flesh you see him. Nobody online is your friend, my friend. Nobody online. I don't consider, I've probably got 100,000, thousands of followers. I don't consider any of them to be any friends. No way. Followers? What am I, Jesus or something? Yeah, followers. Even Isa alayhi salam. A prophet of Allah. Last moment. He's got people trying to backstab him who were following him. Look at the history. Rasulullah had to deal with munafiqeen. They plotted to kill him. And yet they were praying with him. They're doing the salam with him. But yet behind him they want to kill this man. If you think your followers are all your friends, they're not. Some of them are following you because they want to see you fall. Don't forget that. It's a very cruel world that we're living in. This whole social media, it's an absolute unnecessary gimmick. We don't need any of it. I lived a large part of my life. People of my age or near my age have lived a large part of their lives without the internet. And I think they were the best of days without the internet. See, people with all this social media, what are they doing? Shaitan's not only taking your time from you, not only making you miss salah, not only making you delay salah, he's occupying you with information that is completely irrelevant to you. You don't need this information. Suddenly you go on TikTok, you see this guy, you see this cat or something stuck on a tree. What's that got to do with me, bro? Yeah? Granny Smith and her cat. What's that got to do with me? Okay, fine, they find out that I just basically just put that away. Next video, some lorry wobbling on a motorway about to fall with all the cans of beer inside it, bruv. What's that got to do with me? Now if you start getting into this stuff, you know what? There are millions of videos to occupy you with this stuff. Okay, so you saw that. Then they'll show you another one. They'll show you some car that skidded and went 180 degrees the other way around, and these cars are coming towards you. Well, they'll show you another. Now they know that you're into these pranks. They're going to show you some prank video. They're going to show you something like some stunt video. They're going to show you something, and you're in there, watch another one, watch another one. Wow, wow. And the thing is, Shaitan's sitting there and he's thinking, biggest wow is the wow that I got. Because it's making you waste your time. What did you gain after 3 hours of binge drinking these videos? Honestly, wallahi, I want to ask you, what did you get? What did you learn? Even some information. Let's say, for example, you come across some cooking recipe, right? So they say in 1 minute video, they're going to say, take the chicken, put this thing in it, put this parsnip, mix it like this, 45 seconds like that, then you got a nice curry. So you watch one video. And they watch this video, and I'm thinking, I don't see any of that in my house. You already say that. I don't want to talk too much, I don't want to be in trouble, yeah? I don't smell it in my house. What's the point of you watching something that doesn't actually benefit you or change you? Okay, there might be some educational stuff there, and if you're into educational stuff, then fine, you're being benefited in some way. Otherwise, you better seriously sit back and say to yourself, what am I doing? Because if you zoom out of there, I'm gonna get you to do something right now, okay? You gotta learn how to zoom out. A lot of people find this difficult to do. Because if you want to see straight out plan, and if you want to see where your plan might be going wrong or right, you have to zoom out. You have to learn to do this. This will only take you a few minutes to do. Only a few minutes to do. And you can see the entire plan of Shaitan, entire plan of yourself. How is it going right or wrong for you? How is it going right or wrong for the Shaitan? How you zoom out is this. You just stop. I want you to do this exercise, okay? When you go home, right, put your phone away, just sit down, just you and yourself, nobody else. And you say to yourself, what have I been doing? Not what I'm going to do. Don't think about the future. When you zoom out, you think about the past. You don't think about the future. You zoom out, you say, okay, let me look at my last few days, my last few weeks, my last year, my last few years. Let me zoom out, slowly zoom out. Zoom out last few days. What have I done? Where am I? Where am I going? What have I done in the last few days that's benefited me? Just think about things, especially with regards to my phone, the usage of my smartphone, things that I'm looking at. What have I actually learned? What's it made me as a person? Okay, fine. 5 days, no problem. Let me look at 2022. The whole of 2022. What did I watch? What did I learn? What did I go into this phone? What did it give me that actually changed my life in 2023? Let me zoom out and see what did it do for me. Then you zoom out all the movies, all the films you've seen, all the action movies and this and God knows what else you've seen. What did it give you? If you're into martial arts films, or if you're into certain action films, you watch one action film and you want another action film, or another action film, right? What did it give you, bro? It doesn't make you that guy if you think you're that guy. He must be the biggest, dumbest guy I've ever known. If you try to think, yeah, I am that guy. No, you're not that guy. You're not even half the guy. Even that guy is not that guy. And the biggest wake-up call is, even that guy, the action movie guy, is not that guy. Why? Bro, he's been running all day. From train to car, from car to road, he's been running, he's been hiding, he's going through hiding from here, there, going up lifts and jumping up buildings and doing whatever. I never saw him go to the toilet. He hasn't used the bathroom. He must have broken a few bones by now, but he doesn't break any bones. He doesn't break any bones. The main action, the action hero, he doesn't break any bones. He doesn't go through any faults or whatever. He can carry on running like that all day. He takes his gun out, shoots one guy. Man, he's got 100% aim. There's 9 of them trying to shoot him. They've got 20% aim. They've got 9 bullets coming towards him. He dodges all of them. Are you mad or something? You think this is real life? This is just a whole thing just to collect money. It's all about money. Most of these things, look, they've made this movie. They've had a million, maybe 100 million budget. They made after selling the movie, after selling all the franchises, whatever. They made 200 million. So they made the money. You sitting there watching movie after movie after movie, or series after series, and episode after episode after episode. Yeah, you just got your time being sucked out of you. Now zoom out. What did that give me? If you're going to say to me entertainment, I felt relaxed and I feel entertained. How much entertainment do you need? How much as a person entertainment do I need? Ask yourself a serious question. Okay, zoom out a bit more. Go on for last 5 years, last 10 years. When you've zoomed out and you've seen, okay, how much actually is benefiting me, now you do the next thing, which is this. The next thing, which is really important, what you do is you say to yourself, okay, where am I going? Now you look to the future. You look to the future. You say to yourself, the future that I've got, how long have I actually got on this world? Right? Even if I was to live a normal, healthy life, how long have I got? Ask yourself that question. And we all know there's no guarantee of those years coming in your life. You don't. Even if you say I'm going to live for another 10 years, there's no guarantee you're going to live for 10 years. You could be dead within days, within minutes you could be dead. We know that. Okay, zoom out. Now think of the akhirah. The main thing to make yourself wake up and see Shaitan's plan is, what has all of that I've done so far done for me for the akhirah? Where am I? Where am I going to be on the day of judgment after all of this? What have I prepared for the day of judgment? Because the day of judgment is real. It's a world of every single human being, every jinn coming together, every shaitan coming together. Shaitan's going to say on that day he's happy to go to hellfire. I can't even blame the shaitan, because the shaitan's going to say it's your fault. It's in the Quran. Lumu anfusakum. Shaitan's going to say to me, blame yourselves. I whispered. He's going to say, I whispered. You listened. Your fault, bro. Your fault, sister. I came inside you. I said, let me do this. I talked in your head, in your mind, making you believe it's you that's talking. You took the bait. I gave you the bait. You took the bait. I'm going to hellfire. I knew I'm going to hellfire. So what? You can join me. But you know what? Don't blame me any of that. So he's going to even turn his back on you. All your friends, all your families, all your closest ones, all your followers, all the people that are with you, every single individual is your enemy on this day. Allah said, Illal muttaqeen. Allah said, except for those who have taqwa. Allah said, Al-akhillah, the closest of friends. You know, Khalil is in Arabic. Khalil is exactly what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam called Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, what Allah called Ibrahim alayhi salam. Khalil is the closest, the dearest friends you got. So Allah said, Al-akhillau yawma'idin ba'duhum li ba'din adu. The closest of friends in this dunya will become enemies on the day of judgment, except if they had taqwa and you had taqwa. Illa al-muttaqin. Except people who had taqwa, they had the fear of Allah, they had the consciousness of Allah, which prevented them from sinning. Allah says, except for them, every other closest of friends, your best buddy, is going to be the one that is turning, he's your enemy. He's actually going to go for you. He's going to try and stab you for your good deeds. I don't mean literally stab. He's going to try and get as much good deeds off you as he can. He's going to try and, or she's going to try and get as much of the worthy, the things that you gathered for the day of judgment. He's going to try and take that all away from you and leave you with as much sin from his pile as he can. Now, when you zoom out and you start looking at all of that, you think, okay, that's where I'm heading. I need a lot of connection with Allah, because the thing is, look, I'll tell you one really good way of connecting with Allah. One easy way of connecting with Allah. And if you can do this, if you can make your mind think like this, you know what? It's gonna take you some time, but you can start today. And you'll see very quickly, you will start to see the reality of things. We need the people with us on this earth, especially the close ones to me. I have to look after my relatives. I have to look after my next of kin. I have to look after my parents. I have to look after my children. I have to look after my wife. Wife has to look after her husband. We have to look after each other as community members. Yes. We love each other for the sake of Allah. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. However, I will do my duty for my parents, for my children, for my wife, for my family, for my social network, or for the people in my community. Yes, but I will always see the reality. The reality is what? The reality is, my brother's going to be in his grave alone. I'm going to be in my grave alone. My sister does not get buried with me. My father does not get buried with me. None of my community members get buried with me. I get buried alone. That's first reality check. Second thing is, when I come up on the Day of Judgment, no brother, no sister, no person, no imam, no colleague, no teacher, no student, no one will rescue me on the Day of Judgment. The only way to rescue myself is me. My a'mal, my actions, what I've collected, that's going to rescue me. No, don't rely on anyone else. Don't even rely on someone reading Quran for you after your death. Are you crazy or something? Are you crazy or something? People going to read Quran for you after your death, and that's it. We don't even know if Allah's going to accept it. You know all this, okay, we have this, people read Quran for it. I'm not saying it's wrong. What I'm saying is that, are you going to bank on that? Are you going to rely on that? That somebody else is going to do some action for me and that's going to take me to... No, you don't rely on that because we don't even know if Allah's going to accept it or not. People got these easy ways to rely on others. You know what people do? People either make a hafiz in the family because he's going to take me to Jannah. Okay, alhamdulillah, if you've got a hafiz in the family, it's good. But there's no guarantee even your hafiz son is going to get to Jannah. He has to do his own good actions to get to Jannah. Only if he does what the Quran said, Man ahalla halala wa harrama harama. If he lives his life according to the halal of the Quran, he lives his life and stays away from the haram of the Quran, then he gets those 10 tickets to give out on the Day of Judgment. Don't even bank on that. People bank on all sorts of things. People bank on, okay, if I don't get anything else, I'll get the shafa'a of the Prophet ﷺ. Man, that might be very late. That might be very late. We all will, inshallah, eventually people will get the shafa'a and the intercession of the Prophet ﷺ. But you can't bank on that. Because that might be light years later. He's going to go again and again on the Day of Judgment to Maqam al-Mahmudan to try and come back to Allah, my ummah, my ummah. Allah says, okay, take whoever's got this much iman, take them to Jannah. But then he always gives a portion. When your line comes in, there's hellfire out there. I've got to survive that. And when you zoom out and you look at all of that and you think to yourself and say, wow, what am I doing? Why on an earth am I looking at these people? I'm giving so much, okay, I'm giving them the hukuk. Look, I'm not telling you not to be good to your parents, to your children, to your next of kin, to your friends. No, we be normal, okay? But there's a limit. There's a limit. I'm going to give my time and my whatever help and whatever I need to give you, fine. I'll give you attention. There's a limit. I need to give myself attention. I need to build my own a'mal. I need to build my own actions. And TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of that, YouTube, they're not going to make me build actions. They're going to make me waste more time than anything. 97% of your time on there is probably wasting time. If you need entertainment, entertainment is limited, my friend. You need a little bit of entertainment. Have entertainment, come out. If you can't do that, don't even go in. Find other ways of entertaining yourself. You know, right now, I will even congratulate, like some of the things we used to do for some time, yeah, but we used to think, they're wasting their time there. You know what? Those things need to come back. We don't even see youngsters go out and play football. We've come to that stage. You know, there used to be a time when the kids used to be dying to take that football out on the field and just have a kick about. Is the same thing here in Blackburn as well? It's gone down, right? They don't want to do this. They don't want to have physical sports. We used to complain, man, these guys are going to the gym. And you know what, right now, if you all go to the gym, mashallah, alhamdulillah, man. Yeah, alhamdulillah. Let's get out, but where's my, mashallah, yeah, put you in the picture, bro. If people go out and do this physical thing, you know what, it's better than playing PlayStation and whatnot, they're sitting there just all day, just clicking. Okay, look, it's entertainment, my friend, you got a life. And your life is being wasted more for the akhirah than anything. But even the dunya. People are getting so sucked into this, they're not even caring about what kind of career they're going to end up with. And unless you've got parents, look, I'm going to tell you youngsters, if you've got parents at home and they're restricting you on these gadgets, you won't understand right now, but when you grow up, you're going to thank them. Because the parents that never restricted their children on these gadgets, later on those children become enemies of their parents. I've seen it. I've seen people have come to me. I've seen it. They hate their dads. They hate their moms. Why? Because the dads and moms never stopped them from the amount of time they played on those games. They became addicted. And then they tried to influence the parents, and they got the parents under the thumb. That's another thing. Wow, that's next level.
Some parent came up to me, real. He came up to me and goes, Imam, he said, I need to find a way to stop my kid playing PlayStation. I said, how many hours does he play? He said, 5 hours a day. 5 hours a day. I said, how do you get up to that? You know how it starts? It starts with you a few minutes, starts with you 1 hour, starts with you 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, goes to 5 hours. They get so addicted, they leave food. They will go to the toilet last minute. My man's bursting on the seat. He's like, he's bursting on the seat, but he's got to finish his game. So then he drops it, guys, go. Yeah, mayday. He runs to the toilet. When he runs to the toilet, man, I hear these kids like, go to the toilet, come out before I even blink my eye. I'm like, hey, which way did you face? Are you sure you got the target? Alright, are you serious? That quick, in, out. Like, in, out, shake it all about. Like, it's finished before you know it. It's like, I'm thinking that stingy. How do you do stingy that quick? How do you do stingy that quick? And you can't that level, because you know what, the game is so much, they're losing their act, they don't have time to think about the bowels, they don't have time to think about the bladder. Like, damage them, you know, there's children who've actually ended up, there's a real cases, they've ended up like damaging the bladder, because they've kept it so long. If you keep your things so long, right, you know what, your body then says, I better tell the guy to let it out more, right? So what happens is you kept it in, you never went, then you end up, you know what happens, you used to go to the toilet every 5-6 hours. Now your own system tells you, I'm going to empty it out every 2 hours. You have a problem. There's kids that got problems with their fingers, with their hands, because the blood flow is not that great. There's adults, same thing. You know, when you're on your phone, you better watch out. You know, when you're on the phone, yeah, let's say this is the phone, yeah. If you look at my hand, look at my arm. That's a very bad position to be on your phone, especially for good few minutes. You keep on doing that, you're gonna cause pain in your fingers. You're not gonna realize you've got pain in your fingers, in your forearm. You don't know why. It's bad blood supply. We weren't. Can you imagine? Like I walk around. Yeah? Imagine I walk around. Which is demonstrating. Imagine I walk around like this. Who walks around like that? Why would you do that? Allah's made the body in such a way that you have natural blood flow, but it needs the limbs to be downwards towards gravity, towards the earth. You got all of that damage being caused, but forget that. Forget all that. Forget people losing their thing about. People are not even thinking about their exams, not even thinking. People get so addicted, these boys and girls, they can get so addicted. They will fail all this. Then what happens right now, the biggest problem in NHS is mental health. Mental health, especially in young kids. You youngsters, on these gadgets for so long, you're going through mental health. You're feeling down, you're feeling low, you're feeling somber, you're feeling bored, you're feeling like people are against you, you're feeling like life's too much for you. You know what happened to you? You had so much dopamine being given to you, because every time you win a game, every time you come to a video or something that makes you feel excited, slightly, small amounts of, okay, yeah, oh wow, yeah, this, that. Every time you do that, it gives you small amounts of dopamine in your brain. All that dopamine comes. After you've had all that dopamine, then you switch the gadget off and you move away from your screen. You look at the real world. My friend, life is boring. I want you to look at that. Just look at that. Look at that. Those walls are not moving, bro. They were moving a little while ago on Fortnite. But they're not moving now. You understand? It's boring. Like in Fortnite, I was running, I was jumping on this, I was doing all that, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling, woo! Suddenly, life, if I want to move from here, I have to move my legs. And there's depression. There's mental health issues in these kids. Why? They're feeling even suicidal. Why are you feeling so? You know why you feel suicidal? The amount of Instagram videos you saw of other people and their perfect lives is made you feel that you're so low, you haven't got all of this. The amount of beautiful faces these girls see. And then they look in the mirror, they think, I'm not that good looking. Who told you you're not good looking? Every person is sitting here is good looking. I don't care what you look like, you're good looking. Allah is going to put love into someone's heart that's going to see you as good looking. We're the 99% of the population. They take this less than 1% of the population, blast them onto advertisements. They're all over Instagram with a perfect face and perfect this and perfect that. Perfect. Go wash your face. See, perfect after that. You know, all of them, I say to them, they're wearing masks. You know, especially some of these women. You know, some of these women, yeah? You tell them, look, sister, sorry, I'm not going to look at, but please take your mask off. They haven't got a mask. You know what the mask is? The makeup. It's a mask. It's a mask. The real a woman looks, and the real men, most men, alhamdulillah, we don't use makeup. So the way you see me in the morning, bro, that's the way you see me in the evening. I'm the same person, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. I don't have to worry about too much. But some of these women, what happens is, they put makeup on, and you know the makeup world is another world. Honestly, it's another world, it's an encyclopedia. It gets bigger and bigger the more you go into it. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. They got this foundation, they got this, I forget this lipstick, they got this eyeliner thing, they got this, you know, other fake eyebrows thing, they got this, I don't know, this other thing that makes your nose from a wide nose to a thin nose, whatever. They spend 45 minutes in front of the mirror, they kind of make themselves look like what they were not. And when you do that, and then you look at yourself in the mirror the next day, you might as well die. You know what I'm saying? That's why you feel depressed. You're thinking why you got these low moods. You got a low mood because you made yourself look like something which you are not. And then everyone gave you so many comments and oh mashallah, you look so nice, sister. Oh, I love you, sister. I'm so jealous of you. I wish I could rip off your face. That's what they're saying inside. On the outside, mashallah, sister, hearts, balloons, all of that. And they're like, ding, 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 ding. Next morning when they wash their face, look in the mirror, they're going, Inna lillah. Inna lillah. Is that me? Is that me? Of course you're going to feel depressed when you do that to yourself. Why are you doing that in the first place? Why are you following other people's nice cars? I don't look at anybody's cars. I don't care. You got a nice car, brother, mashallah, Allah bless you, say amen. Hopefully you own it. Have up some credit. You know, why are you showing me a car as some credit? You're trying to show off your car. If you own it, alhamdulillah, may Allah bless you. Honestly, from my heart, may Allah bless you. But I don't care. I don't care. That's your car. Allah's blessed you with that. There's no jealousy. One of the biggest reasons why you've got low moods and this whole thing of mental issues, because you don't know how to regulate your own jealousy levels. I'm going to just say this. I'm going to end the jealousy. I've gone on. I'd love to talk to you more. I've got places to go. Sorry. Very easy way to regulate jealousy. Very easy way. It's so nice when you look at it like this. And maybe this is the only part that's going to. I mean, there's a lot that I've said that can relate to your matrix world. I don't know why you chose that title. I've done a talk online, but fine. I didn't want to say the same things I said online because you can watch that online. But this part will relate to the whole this matrix, how you can change your outlook on life. And this is such a soother. You know, when you come to Islam here, you've got no mental depression. I understand there are mental issues. I'm not denying that. Some people do have certain mental issues and problems. I'm not denying that. Those people do need to go to doctors, and those people do need to get diagnosed, and those people do need to follow up their medication. I'm not denying any of that because I've studied psychology as well. But a lot of it, I'm trying to say, is it's avoidable. If you don't, if you follow these methods, So, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us. He said, whoever, this is Sahih Hadith. He said, whoever looks at someone in this world that has more than him, you'll end up as a person who does not do sabr, does not have patience, and you'll end up as a person who does not display shukr and gratitude. Simple remedy. The remedy is what? Stop looking at people who've got more than you, because it's going to make you feel lower. Simple. So what do? When you see someone that has got more than you, say Barakallah fi. And then this is how you look. This is how the matrix works. This is how you look.
You say my Allah and his Allah or her Allah, that same Allah, decided to give me a 3-bedroom house. That was his decision, his love for me, his distribution for me, and I'm happy with his distribution. That same Allah decided to give this brother of mine a 4-bedroom house, that sister of mine a 5-bedroom house, and I am happy with my Allah's distribution because I love Allah. If Allah wants, now I'm happy for my Allah to have given the 4-bedroom and the 5-bedroom over there. And I'm also looking to my Allah to give me a 4-bedroom house or a 5-bedroom house. Inshallah, one day, say inshallah. Inshallah. If my Allah gives it to me, I'm happy. If Allah doesn't give it to me, I'm happy. Because that's my Allah's distribution. My sister there, my brother there, they've got, whatever ni'mah Allah's given them, whether it's a beautiful face, whether it's intelligence, whatever. Allah gave me this much intelligence, Allah gave me this much beauty, I'm happy with Allah's distribution, and I'm happy with Allah's distribution over there. He's more intelligent than me, she's more beautiful than me, I'm happy with that. There's no jealousy, bro. Finished. The whole of jealousy finished. You see anybody that got better than you, alhamdulillah, that's my Allah's distribution. I'm happy with my Allah's distribution. And when you look at the world like that, you got none of this. And Rasulullah in that other hadith, he says that whosoever looks at someone who's got less than them, this is the way to make yourself feel better. Anyone in this dunya, you look at them who got less than you in terms of the ni'mas and the gifts of Allah. Although we pray that Allah gives them more, alhamdulillah, mashallah, inshallah, good. But whoever's got less than you, if you look at them, then you'll be a person who shows gratitude and who also displays sabr. Easy. You say, oh man, mashallah. I'm looking at people now with 2-bedroom houses, with a flat, 1-bedroom flat, studio flat, rented apartment. At least I've got, a house, 3-bedroom house, I'm paying for it, but at least I've got that. You look at people who got less than you, you'll always feel, we're not saying anything bad about them. We hope and pray to Allah, Allah gives them more. But at least that makes me in some way feel good. And it makes me thank Allah, and it makes me easy to have sabr. And that's the solution. So in all this social media, my friends, don't just switch most of it off. See where you are. This is my last few words. See where you are. Zoom out. See where Shaitan's plan is. See what he's trying to take. See what is already stolen from you. See what is taken away from me. See what I can do to my life to change all of that. If I cut down my TikTok time, my Instagram time, my Snapchat time, my WhatsApp time, if I cut that down, I can increase it with good actions. I can bring down the I can bring down those nawafil. I can bring those few things for my akhirah, for my next world, for my life over there. I can do all of that. Wa akhiru da'wana, alhamdulillah.